Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So we're going for the encore today, and we're going to discuss Roundhill's weekly zero date to expiration dividends for the three funds for XDTE, QDTE, and RDTE, which is the newest one. So we got some pretty decent dividends today. Let's go over the email real quick, and then we'll get right to the spreadsheet. So for all three, it looked like they were in a relatively tight range. We had 26 cents for XDTE, 25 cents for QDTE, and we had a whole 41 cents for RDTE. So I'm going to go ahead and put these into the spreadsheet. So it was 41.0503 for RDTE. So that's going to be 0.410. Let's go back here real quick. 0.410503 over here. We'll get these in the spreadsheet, and then we'll get cooking. Actually, let me switch over to the spreadsheet while we're at it. Here we go. Oh, welcome. He's a first again. Okay, so let's go over here. Spreadsheet. Same, basically the same spreadsheet I use for the YMAX and YMAG, which I did earlier today. If you haven't checked that one out, definitely check it out. Okay, so QDT was 0.252349. 0.252349. Let's just get them in here, and then we'll be in business. And then XDTE, and these have both been around almost a whole, it feels like almost a whole year. It's almost 9 months, I feel like. So, and then we had 0.258072, 0.258072, 0.258072 for XDTE. Okay, let's go ahead and format these, center everything, and we'll be in business here soon. Okay, I like to keep the decimal points to 4. I just like to keep the format consistently. Okay, so for those of you that might be new, what I do for this, I take the weekly dividend, put it in, and I take the number of trading days, I make it monthly, I annualize it, I take the share price, I have the beginning share price and the end share price, calculate the percent yield and the price change to calculate to calculate the NAV erosion if there is any, which in this case there has been for at least one of them. And I take a hypothetical 100,000, I see how many shares the current share price would have bought you, which is this number, and then the weekly dividend, and then the annual dividend. So what we have monthly would be $1.12. Annually would be $13.42. Now I'm going to need the share price for XDTE, which I can find on the phone. So XDTE, and I'm actually current on this one. Usually I'm like a day late, but I'm actually current. Let me turn on Wi-Fi here. Okay, so XDTE was 52.49, so it's lost a whole dollar as of close of business today. 52.49. This is the dividend percent, 25.57, so it doesn't change too much. Let's do this here. I actually need to summate this whole summation of this here. I'm inventing words. 61 cents. Let's see. I confused myself here. Okay, so since we started, we're basically almost, actually, no, we're slightly down. Down 61 cents, actually. Negative 0.61. That's right. I could actually, instead of doing all of this, I could just actually, you know what? Let me reformat this formula here. I'm just going to take, let's see, equals, let's see, parentheses, this one, minus, this will simplify it here, minus this, and then divide by, instead of the 5310, I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. There we go. It should be the same result, isn't it? Okay, 1.15. There we go. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, so there we go. So we are minus 1.15% here. On $100,000, this would get us this many shares. This would be the weekly income, 491.66. Annual income, 25,566.29. And then we have a realized rate of return coming right up. 37, cell 37. There we go. Divided by, what is U3? Oh yeah, the share price. There we go. Okay. This one divided by, this is going to be, I believe, 35 weeks now. I'm calculating the weekly return. I'm trying to do the same thing that I do for the yield max ones. I'm trying to keep it consistent. So we've got the weekly return, which is, these are actually underperforming yield max. I got to tell you, yield max made a great strategic move to compete with these guys by making their funds into 4 tiers and doing the YMAX and YMAG weekly, and they're actually beating them. So that's very, very good on their part. Okay, now skipping to QDTE. We are at a 25.23 cent dividend. Let's do this here. Okay, and then so it's a $1.09 monthly. Annually would be $13.12. Let's take the current share price. So QDTE is 42.49. 42.49. So this one dropped a whole dollar. This is a 30.88% return. 91 cents. Yep, this one minus this one. I'm going to try to reformat this formula here too. So we're going to take, it's going to be parentheses, this one minus this one. There we go. And if it's positive, it would be a positive number. But like if this was less, then it would result in a positive number. That's the idea. So we're going to take this minus this, and then we're going to divide by this. There we go. Let's see. So we are moving in the wrong direction. Roundhill is not looking too good, unfortunately. Down 8.33%. While we're at it, let me do this one here, 73 cents. Oh, and I got to give you the total returns too. And then there we go, U39, 35 weeks now. Weekly return is still positive, not quite as good as YMAX and YMAG though. We're averaging 1% a week. Okay, so on $100,000, this would get us this many shares. This would be the weekly income, $593.90. Annual, $30,882.91. Okay, so the net realized return here is actually 22.77% minus 8.33. So that's 14.43%. These were looking a lot better when the market was a little more volatile, but we don't have that now. So this one's 15.79 minus 1.15%, 14.63. So these are both close in net percent. XDTE is slightly beating QDTE. Now let's skip down to RDTE, last but not least. Certainly not least, because it's our biggest dividend of the week. Okay, so this is 41 cents. Let me do the 4 decimal points here. Okay, so weekly, this is going to be $1.77. Annually, this is going to, I'm sorry, monthly, this is going to be 178. Monthly, 21.34. Now let's take the current share price for RDTE. That is 44.03. So we've been dropping. Ooh, I almost said $4. That would be scary. Okay, so I think I have the formula correct for this one. What I want to do is same thing here. I want to take this minus this guy over here divided by this guy. So that should be, yeah, big difference because we dropped a lot. I guess we had a rough week for the indexes last week. Okay, so then difference here, yeah, we lost $1.95 on $100,000. It would get us this many, 2271. This would be $932.33, and weekly income 48,480.94, and annual income. So on a hypothetical portfolio, evenly split between these 3 funds, we would have let's see here. Oh, see, this is the problem. We've got to do 83, 73, and then sell 37. There we go. Okay, so wait, what? Oh, I see what I did. I should have them in order, actually. They're in reverse order. Oh, well. Okay, so that's going to be combined 104,930 13, which is a 35% total return. Now this one here, because I didn't do this yet, let me fix this guy over here. So it's going to be the cell. Oops, oops, oops. Nope, nope. Okay, so that's yeah, this cell over here. Okay, so 6.8% weekly. We are, I believe, 9 weeks into this one now. So these are on different cycles. So this is the best one. It's almost a percent per week. So this one, unfortunately, is going to be the worst in terms of total performance, 6.8% minus 0.63. That's 6.16%. But then again, this one's only been around for 9 weeks. So that's what we have, folks, for our Roundhill dividend funds. Definitely getting outclassed by YieldMax at this point. So kudos to Jay and team for getting the upper hand. I'll take 25 cents every week, no problem for QDTE. Yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, it's a consistent yield for sure. But anyway, all right, you all, thank you for tuning in. That's going to do it for us tonight. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. Doesn't have to be in that order, but make sure you do all three. And we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Have a great night, and bye.